Hello, guys and gals, me Mutahar, and have you ever been to Japan? Do you think that a fight happens every 5 seconds? If you ever played Yakuza, the game, you probably have realized that, whoa, you can't walk 10 steps on the streets of Japan without getting into a fist fight. Tokyo, Osaka, doesn't matter. There's Yakuza everywhere. Now, in reality, Japan's a pretty safe country, okay? Pretty safe cities for the most part. You know, and generally, if you stick to yourself and you're true and honest, nobody's going to do anything to you. But you wouldn't believe that if you watched Johnny Somali. Johnny Somali is a 10,000 plus follower kick streamer. According to their bio, a former child soldier like Raiden, a Somali pirate, and also an IRL streamer. Clearly, this man's got quite the work history right there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Somali is pretty interesting because you may have heard a couple of weeks ago that a disrespectful American streamer threatened to kill Japanese with A-bombs, faces like 3 years in prisons for trespassing. Now, you might be like, whoa, that's a pretty big headline right there. Yeah, IRL streaming has kind of shifted, you know, and I'll say it for what it's worth. Ice Poseidon, for all of my gripes against him for, how he's used crypto in his audience, he definitely was an entertaining IRL streamer and still to this day is. Ice Poseidon's speciality was rounding the internet crackheads and being able to corral and also wrangle them so he could produce some absolutely banger IRL streaming content. Ever since Ice Poseidon kind of shifted away from corralling, a lot of the IRL streamers have gotten even wilder. You might have heard of other creators like Suspendas, okay? A wild creator out there getting bans, getting hit, getting arrested. But Johnny Somali takes the cake. Now, Johnny Somali wasn't always an enterprising child soldier. He was also a YouTuber. And back then, Johnny Somali actually formed himself around April 17, 2011, which makes him an older YouTuber, at least on my main channel, all right, by quite a lot, actually, by almost a goddamn year. Now, Johnny Somali's got around 12,000 subscribers, so you might be like, how does this person, who doesn't necessarily appear to have some of the most largest influence in the world, cause so many problems for the people of Japan and make basically us look stupid by proxy? Well, ladies and gentlemen, he has been live streaming on a pretty consistent basis out of Japan. When he gets arrested, it sucks for him. When he gets out of prison, he does the same shit that lands him back in there, okay? Goddamn. So we're gonna actually watch a video, a couple clips from Johnny Somali to get you kind of into the iceberg here.
It's good to know people in Japan. Let's be respectful. You know what I mean? I hope nobody in the chat was saying weird shit. If I go back and...
Now, I have to cut that out. He was basically triggered into a battle, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is when he was attacked by the Omi Alliance on the streets of Japan. Again, just for accosting the people over there, making himself a nuisance. The individuals from r/Japan and r/Osaka are not huge fans of Johnny Somali, as you can imagine. I love how, like, this person just immediately darts out of there. They know it's not a good place to be. They got that flight or flight response.
Hey, relax. Relax, nothing, no problem. Relax.
Now, to understand, I had to cut out a bunch of things. It appears that even the Japanese started using slurs against him, so it did actually become a race war at some point in this clip, too. Nobody was being friendly at any point in this. Now, I don't condone any form of racism from any party, obviously, but I'm also a realist that says, what do you expect that's going to happen when you've been basically telling people for like 2 weeks that the American over here is going to bomb the two cities, that, it's still not a wound that's closed up. Again, this wasn't the only encounter that he ever had. He also actually got knocked out, full-on KO'd, more KO'd than anybody in influencer boxing, goddammit, out in the streets of Japan again. Watch this.
You're racist. You're racist.
I didn't say whatever I
You're
want.
racist. You're racist. Stop being racist. Stop being racist.
You're racist.
Stop being racist.
You're racist, ho.
Why are you being
Oh,
racist?
you racist, ho.
Why are you being racist?
You.
Why are you being racist? Okay, say that. Don't grab my camera. Don't grab. No, damn it.
He's like, yo, you're being racist, you're being racist. And then he just flips it inverse and starts screaming it back at him. So yeah, as you can see, causing himself, being a public nuisance is never okay anywhere you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't give a fuck about what's going on. I'm just a troll. I don't give a fuck about what's going on. I'm a negative.
He just says it. I'm a troll. I got it. So here's Johnny just admitting he's just trying to like rile people up. Doesn't really care about the whole like, you know, if people are being mean to him or anything. He's just there to rile people up and get a reaction. And in the next 5 seconds, he gets a reaction. Now, this individual right here, ladies and gentlemen, has had enough of the situation. He decides to go in and boom, that fist is getting ready. And obviously, as per YouTube's TOS, the best way that I can show you is with this visual representation of what happens when the locals of Japan get mad at you for accosting them for like 2 minutes straight on their streets. Now, on that surface level, I wouldn't necessarily goddamn care, okay? At the end of this, man's just making a fool of himself on live streams. What are you gonna do, right? At the end of the day, you know, tons of drunk people make fools of themselves on public transit all day, every day. They're just not broadcasting themselves, period. It's when it gets into criminal territory where I definitely like to look. Now, just on a side note, a little side quest in this entire video, one of the world's worst tourists, which is scientifically performed by escape.com.au, puts the Brits, the Chinese, the Russians, the Australians, the Germans. Yo, what is the point of a list? Just put everyone on the list at that point, okay? I guess everyone's a shitty tourist. One of them, however, is an American tourist, okay? Americans are the worst tourists according to themselves. See, we're already self-reporting that's how bad it can get, okay? North Americans, we ain't the best representations of ourselves abroad. And Johnny Somali may be the chief of it, because what he's done next is downright criminal. So here's Johnny Somali actually breaking onto, I shit you not, a construction site, okay? Not only do you got trespassing, but you're also being a danger to yourself and the people around you. Because construction sites have some pretty serious equipment on top of it. Equipment that can cause loss of life. Anyways, watch this. Okay, so he's basically calling out the Yamaguchi Gumi, which is the largest criminal enterprise in the world, okay? And what's actually funny is this is around Osaka, if I'm not mistaken. So this is Osaka on the Google Street View map. But Kobe, which is actually the headquarters of the Yamaguchi Gumi, and you can actually find out their headquarter compound on Google Maps right now. They literally got like guards standing outside, like ops ready to go, ready to fight. He's in their turf talking shit to them. I haven't seen stupidity like this since Mexican YouTubers pissing off the cartel.
He's going into the warehouse. Nah, this is wild. I'm just a cameraman right here.
Why are you breaking in with him? I'm just the cameraman. Back off. Be smarter. Don't jump off a cliff with your friends.
I'm just a cameraman. I don't know what the fuck.
Japanese dude's like, what?
I am sorry. Oh, he's going in the warehouse, dog. Oh my God, Chad. What the fuck did I get myself into?
He's like, get out! Oh my God. Dude, I love Japanese people. They don't fuck around. They're just like, get out! Now! Who do you think you are? God, dude, there is no niceness here.
He's getting mad, bro. He's getting activated, dog. Check. He's getting activated, dog. He's pushing him out.
Hey, Fukushima. Whoa! No. Fukushima. Hey, Fukushima.
He's pressing him.
Hey, Fukushima.
Dude, you know it's fucking wild that this is a homogenous society and they don't really see a whole lot of like black people walking around. So this dude unironically got more racist against black people just because of his one encounter here. He's like, well, I guess they're all gonna be like that. Jesus Christ, this is so wild. But of course, it wasn't just that. Johnny Somali was in fact arrested for a couple other things. There was more instances of trespassing and basically being a general fool in public. One of them was actually right over here, where Jeffrey Hall here reports the Japanese media is saying that the kick streamer Johnny Somali was rearrested for playing loud music and filming without permission in a gyudon restaurant. This might be the video police used as evidence. Viewer warning, he's playing racist music. Of course he is. Why not?
I hear a show the other day. Like they got
sent $5. We need to destroy your mental health. We need you either in jail or Africa.
I won't lie, boys. You're not hearing anything, but I haven't heard tunes this hard since Jimmy Rebel Boys. It's wild. There's no way they're playing the emergency air raid siren. No, dude, don't do that. Stop. Stop it. Why? Woo. This requires like no shame whatsoever. You gotta have like rich parents or something, because man, when you are stacking L's this hard against you in life, you gotta have an actual like, you actually have to have like a safety net to fall off on. There is no way I can take this seriously whatsoever. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, one of the weirdest things are the comments that I've read. Basically on his arrest, a few people said, very good news. The guy is a menace to society and deserves the strictest possible sentence. Well done, Japan. Ooh, god damn. It's scary how many people will do anything for fame, even harassing people. Welcome to IRL streaming. But of course, one of my favorite comments was, dude was in such a nice country, could have made content about the country itself, their culture, food, all kinds of Japan. Bro, that's what the audience wanted. Did you not hear the clip where it said, here's $5 for your mental health. We want to see you in prison, dog. As they fired up the Jimmy Rebel right after. Yeah, they don't really care about him going over. You want to look up the culture of Japan, motherfucker, Google is right there, okay? They want to see this man arrested. They want to see this man beheaded in Japan. They want to see him being put in front of a radiation gun for crying out loud. This is at this point, I wonder who is more sadistic, okay? Serial killers or like kick Twitch chat? Honestly, I'm leaning more towards the chat. Those people are wild. So one thing that I wanted to look at, and I hate for the source in this situation to be the Nagano Snow Tours website, just because like they're the ones that have provided a nice little article that says, don't get arrested in Japan, okay? So as a visitor to Japan, you are a strange land where the culture and customs may be different from way back home. Absolutely. Japan, very orderly society, okay? Even the prisoners follow rules to a T. This is not a place where you want to be a free spirit, okay? While Japanese constitution does include a habeas corpus clause, it has often been criticized by legal scholars and the UN Human Rights Committee. It is more often a case of guilty until proven innocent there. Arrests in Japan may lead to a lengthy stay in a police detention center. Under Japanese law, suspects can be detained for up to 23 days without a charge. That's without a charge. And you are not able to request bail during this period. After that, if charged, then the public prosecutor has discretion to extend detention, discretion subjection to court approval, which is generally given. This may lead to several months in detention, even for what would be considered a minor crime in many other countries. So they're not kidding around when they say, yeah, if you're over there, it's not innocent until proven guilty. It seems to be guilty until proven innocent. Suspects are entitled to one free visit from an on-duty lawyer during the first 3 days of their detention, and visits by consular authorities are possible but often difficult to arrange. It has also been noted that conviction rates in Japan exceed 99%. So let me tell you, Johnny Somali is currently facing, after his arrest, a possible 3-year prison sentence on this trespassing charge. That or 100,000 yen, which, let me do the quick conversion for you. 100,000 yen to US dolan. That is around $668. It's not a whole heck of a lot, but honestly, the 3 years in prison is what we're looking at the most, okay? Now, I don't know if he's going to plea it down, or if he's going to make some public apology, or if Japan truly wants to make this an actual, like, case where they take it all the way, they make an example out of this one IRL streamer, so the other 20 that enter their country to make fools of themselves on a travel visa will think twice. So the reason why Japan isn't going to take too kindly to somebody like him is even when he was visiting, he was literally smoking the pack watch on assassinated Prime Minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe, ladies and gentlemen. The man was not caring, okay? They were literally smoking the pack watch on this. Insanity. And because of all this, September 21st, police had arrested American live streamer for an alleged trespass in Osaka. So that construction site clip where an American live streamer was arrested in Osaka last month, Johnny Somali, they gave his real name, is suspected of trespassing on a hotel construction site in Osaka on August 30th. The 23-year-old suspect is believed to be filming his action and streaming the footage online. The intruder was masked, but police identified him from the online footage. Yeah, no shit. The suspect is known to have repeatedly made mocking remarks about the atomic bomb cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Just a reminder that when this goes to trial, the judges are not going to be on Johnny's side. And of course, the sort of red flag here is he was rearrested again. So after that initial one, he was rearrested because of that restaurant video where he was on private property. He solidified the policy of rearresting on charges of disability for intimidating operations by causing nuisance, such as a live distribution without permission at a restaurant in Osaka. So again, Osaka is where this man's journey pretty much ended, and Johnny is effectively put into political circus when it comes to Japanese, legal customs. And of course, I don't think the Japanese are going to go lightly on Johnny. Johnny is, without a doubt, a prime example of fuck around and find out. And usually, I see clips of these streamers, and they keep making fools of themselves, and usually they get away with their issues scot-free. Not Johnny, on the other hand. Johnny, unlike Ice Poseidon, does not have luck. Johnny is in a country where they have a 99% conviction rating. And Johnny is currently the prime example of what the country hates. They don't like this nuisance. And if anything, the public and the courts are actually incentivized. It's a hard day for me to ever agree with the Japanese legal system. But today, I definitely can say that they are making the right actual decisions. The reason why it probably took him so long to get busted is they were probably just gathering all of this footage and preparing it and readying it for the final moment for the hammer to drop. And now he's definitely headed to prison. And the thing about it is Johnny is on a travel visa. So if he does get sent to a couple years in prison, he could, from what I understand, overstay his visa while in prison, which would then add another charge and another arrest on top of it. At the end of the day, he's going to spend some time in prison. They're probably going to seize some money out of him. And at the end of the day, he's going to be banned from one of the largest countries in the world. Was it worth it, Johnny? Honestly, for the 5 minutes of YouTube, Twitch, Kick fame? I don't really think so. But ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar. And yeah, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am out.